How we doing, XO?
Advancing to approach position as ordered, sir. Should be there at 0500 if they don't change course. You can just see them hull down off the port bow. One tanker and one escort.
Okay, so far so good.
Kyushu is just over the horizon.
Hey, Tom.
Sir?
You ever get interested in Japanese art?
It's too exotic for my taste, Captain.
Still, you wonder. We figure them for barbarians, maybe they see us the same way.
Yeah, the way I see it, once they're dead, it doesn't matter how they see it.
Yeah. I think I'll grab some sack time. Call me at 0430.
Sir.
Yeah.
Well, it's just that it's your first attack, sir. I mean, how are you ever going to be able to sleep before your first attack?
Tom, you've got this boat up to the mark in all departments. Barracuda's ready to go. You're a credit to the Academy. Don't worry, I'll sleep like a baby.
Aye, aye, sir.
And, Tom, you look like you could use a little more sleep yourself. Yeah.
Captain, it's 0430.
Oh, thanks, Jonesy.
Mr. Philby reports we're on station, sir, at 14,000 yards.
Very well.
Radar shows it's dead ahead of the tanker now, Captain.
What's his bearing, Tom?
180, true. As before, angle on the bow 0, zigzagging about 10 to 15 degrees off its base course.
Range?
11,000, sir.
Very well. That's the word. Submerge attack.
Aye, aye, sir.
Go ahead and pull the plug.
Clear the bridge! Go!
Move it! Move it!
Dive! Dive! Rainboard.
Lead air. Secure air.
Greenboard, pressure in the boat.
Very well. Make it up 62 feet. Sound general alarm. Battle station submerged.
Now all hands, battle station submerged. Blow negative to the mark. Secure air. Shut negative flood. Vent negative. Leveling off at 62 feet. Request ahead 1/3, Skipper.
Very well. Up scope.
Generate bearing on the tanker 315. Range 7500.
Okay, I've got the escort.
Range, mark 4,000 yards.
gonna let him go by. Down scope. Left 10 degrees rudder, steady course 270.
Rudder's left, 10 degrees. The escort vessel has cleared. Estimated range of tanker 4,000 yards. Captain, the next dig back will put us off her beam.
Very well. I'm gonna shoot her on a good track with our fish angling in for a quarter. Flood tubes 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Flood tubes 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Stand by for observation. Up scope.
Generated bearing 3, 4, 6. Bearing, mark, 3, 4, 5.
Target angle on the bow, 40 starboard. Open outer doors.
Open outer doors.
Range, mark,
1100.
down scope.
Tanker estimated speed, 7 knots. Angle on the bow generating 6-5 starboard. Generated range, 900 yards, Captain.
I like short ranges.
We have a solution line, Skipper.
Up scope. Final bearing and shoot. Bearing, mark,
355.
down scope.
Set.
Fire 1.
Number 1 fired electrically, sir.
Fire 2.
Number 2 fired electrically, sir.
Fire 3.
Number 3 fired electrically, sir.
Fire 4.
Number 4 fired electrically, sir.
She looked as big as Yankee Stadium. Miss Ellie, how many seconds for the first fish?
She's got about 15 seconds to go, sir. 10, 9, 8,
Up scope.
7. All fish running hot, straight and normal, Captain.
The escort to work us over. Emergency, 300 feet, down scope. Down, all hands, break for depth charge, on the double.
Ship rate for depth charge, sir.
Very well.
Estimated range of those depth charges, Captain, 2,000 yards.
He's guessing. Right 15 degrees rudder.
Rudder is right, 15 degrees. No luck, sir. He's closing fast on the port quarter.
Right full rudder.
Rudder is right full, sir. sir, but the stern plates are jammed on hard dives. Flower plates are jammed, too. 100 feet a minute, Captain. I'm passing 380. Off stop. Give plates a hand. I'm coming down. Somebody get to work on those lights. We're already working on it, sir. She's not responding, sir. Low valve buoyancy, low safety. No good, sir.
Passing 400. Maximum test step, Captain.
Blow forward, group. All back emergency! That's all back emergency! Quickly, move, quick!
It's not working, Captain. She can't pull it.
Low main balance! Just get last recharge! Captain, I need my up angle! Back to 500, sir! The after engine room reports major flooding.
She's holding, sir.
We're coming up! Yeah! All ahead 2/3. I want all ahead full as soon as the diesels come online. Stand by to pass the word. Battle station surface. Prepare for a gunfight. Aye, aye, Captain. Tom, you and Vasily, check the boat for damage. Right. What do you think, Chief? Getting at it, sir. Not a hell of a lot of time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on, boys. Let's get going. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
We're getting the flooding under control, Captain. I can give you 18 knots.
Maneuvering all ahead, full. We submerge?
Negative, sir. The hull won't take it.
Helm, left full rudder.
Left?
I'm gonna rake it broadside. Continue firing small guns we passed and 5-inch aim for the bridge.
Aye, aye, sir. 20 millimeter continuous fire on the pass. 5-inch aim for the bridge. 40 millimeter and 50 caliber. Continuous fire on the pass.
She bears 160, skipper. Helm, steady course 160. Sir? Skipper, he's gone dead in the water. Maybe you've killed the captain.
All right, that's it, Tom. We're getting out of here.
Excellent idea, sir.
Maneuver and give me everything you've got. Set the regular watch. Give me a damage control report right away and let me have a course for Guam.
Yes, sir. Captain.
Yeah.
You know, after this, you're a cinch for a Navy Cross. How does that make you feel, Skipper?
Killing Japs always gave Carter Astor a big charge. It leaves me cold.
Yeah, well, that's the way to win the war, sir.
The war's won, Tom. I'm not a professional naval officer. I never was. Good work, XO.
Good job.
Hear this? Secure from battle stations. Set to normal steaming watch. Section 1.
With Hitler's armies driven back on all fronts to the German borders, the onset of winter finally slows the crushing Allied advances, and Adolf Hitler summons his generals to Adlerhorst, his Western Command headquarters. Since as far back as August, the Nazi warlord and his elite circle of military planners have been preparing a last desperate throw of the dice, a surprise all-out offensive in the West. The vague strategy: split the British from the American armies, isolate and destroy large enemy forces, and perhaps gain a negotiated peace in the West. The Germans, hoping to repeat their triumph of 1940, will call this offensive the last battle of the Ardennes. But in the annals of American military history, it will come to be known as the Battle of the Bulge.
Wars end when one side realizes the other side will never quit. Never! Since the Americans took Paris, they have fallen apart as a fighting force. They think the war is over. The troops expect to go home for Christmas. They have no stomach for more casualties. The time to hit them is now. This ruthless offensive must convince our Western enemy to give up all hope of our surrendering. Gentlemen, we face the shakiest coalition of all time. Ultra-capitalist states and ultra-Marxist states. A dying empire, England, and a greedy colony, America, grasping at its inheritance. And Russia, grabbing for the Balkans, the Persian Gulf oil, then all Europe, then all the world. Now, if we deal this unholy alliance of opposites a couple of heavy blows, it will collapse. Tighten your willpower to the last turn of the screw. Smash our dozing Western enemy. We are Germans. Victory and an honorable peace can still be ours. So, attack, all the way to Antwerp. Then, I pledge, we will take good care of the Russians.
December 16th, 1944. 300,000 German troops and 1,000 tanks smash into Belgium on an 80-mile front. It is a brilliantly successful surprise. Both sides take heavy losses, with the bloodiest battles being fought between Christmas and New Year's. But as the new year begins, the sky is clear, and the vastly superior Allied air power once again comes into play with devastating effect. Then, as the Allies counterattack north and south, the Battle of the Bulge turns into a vast trap for the German army. And on January 16th, it is over. The German losses are staggering. 100,000 men killed, wounded, or captured. Irreplaceable losses in guns, tanks, and materiel. But even more significantly, by draining his forces on the Eastern Front for this offensive, Adolf Hitler has opened up the back door to Berlin to Stalin's hordes. And on January 12th, a refreshed Red Army, nearly 2 million strong, breaks through the German lines from the Baltic Sea to the Carpathian Mountains. Warsaw falls. And as the Russians continue to smash across Poland, Heinrich Himmler, who has been carrying out Adolf Hitler's monstrous massacre called the Final Solution, now takes fright and orders all traces of the death camp crimes eliminated. All records and files will be destroyed. All political prisoners in Block 11 to be executed. Extermination facilities destroyed. All barbaric medical experiments eliminated. And then, as Russian bombs begin to rain down on the death camp, the SS cover-up turns into a frantic, all-out effort to take back to Germany the mountains of loot plundered from the murdered victims. Canada, as the prisoners refer to it, the warehouse complex where all the valuables looted from the newly arrived Jews is stored. And finally, as the Red Army draws near, all able-bodied prisoners removed from the camp. Those that are still strong enough will be relocated at other camps within the Reich. The others, eliminated. Of those who are marched away, thousands will perish on the journey. For those that survive, the horror will continue, unending. February 4th, 1945. The Allied leaders meet for the last time to discuss the partitioning of the dying Third Reich. Winston Churchill will later write of the visibly ailing President Roosevelt. His face had a transparency, an air of purification, and a faraway look in his eyes. They agree that Germany will be divided, east and west. And they decide on a basic structure for a post-war United Nations. Violent divisions and disagreements are buried for the moment. The coalition will hold firm for the final crushing of Adolf Hitler. Meanwhile, around the globe, the tide of Allied victories continues to mount. In one of the Pacific War's bloodiest operations, the U.S. Marines take Iwo Jima Island, less than 700 nautical miles from Tokyo. On the Eastern Front, the Russians reach the Oder River, at one point only 80 miles from Berlin. And in the West, Eisenhower's armies, fully recovered from the bloody victory at the Bulge, finally pierced the impregnable Rhine barrier in a swooping capture of the bridge at Remagen. 5 divisions swarm across into Germany. General George S. Patton, Commander, U.S. Third Army.
George, you wanted to see me?
Yes, sir, Ike. Now that we've got the Remagen Bridge, all you've got to do is give me the go-ahead and the gasoline. I swear I'll beat the damn Ruskies into Berlin.
You know that Berlin's going to be in the Russian occupation zone. That was settled long ago.
Yes, I know it. I still don't like it.
George, Berlin's going to cost heavy casualties. The Russians want revenge for what Germany did to their country. Let them have it.
Damn it, I can get there first. Ike, come on. At least let those bastards come to us hat in hand and ask us for Berlin. And ask nicely.
George, get on with the war. Your objective is the Saar Basin.
All right, I'll take the Saar for you. And then I may throw my own bridge across the Rhine, and just maybe, all the way to Berlin, by mistake.
Why were you told to be here?
I have no idea. Ask Bormann. He just said the Führer wishes you to be there when he talks to Speer.
Albert Speer. In the early years of the Reich, Hitler's personal architect. Now the Minister of Armaments and War Production. Since his return to Berlin in January, Adolf Hitler has been forced to run his supreme military command from this concrete catacomb 55 feet below the new Chancellery Garden. From this underground lair, where night and day no longer exist, Hitler only emerges between lulls in the devastating air raids, to occasionally wander alone through the bomb-ravaged halls of his once great chancellery.
You'll have to wait, Morel's.
Martin Bormann, Nazi Party number 60508, former National Party organizer. Bormann, a fanatic Nazi, is Hitler's private secretary. Nobody in the bunker is closer to the Führer or more formidable.
Speer, Ron, have a look at this. The Führer is rejuvenated. Luckily for you, Albert. He's the old Führer, full of optimism and fight, thanks to this.
Horoscopes, Joseph.
Treasure. Buried treasure in my safe since January 1933. I had them cast the day the Führer became Chancellor. I'd forgotten all about them. God made me clean out that safe today. They're incredible, Speer. They predict everything. All our triumphs in the West in 1940, all the hard times in Russia, and a great deliverance in the middle of April 1945, which will lead to our winning the war. To broadcast this to the German people. Führer, order of the day to the troops. A great turnabout to victory this month, written in the stars.
You will feel much better.
How is he, Morin? Make sure he gets one of these every 3 hours.
He will see you now.
Speer, how dare you address a memorandum to me commencing the war is lost? I threw it in a drawer. I did not read it beyond the first sentence. This is high treason.
Führer, our supply of chrome is exhausted, so I can make no more weapons. Our oil supply is cut off. Our fuel reserves won't last 30 days.
This war can turn around any day. Any day. The Anglo-Saxon idiots can still awake to the Bolshevik menace, despite all, and join us to save civilization from bred barbarism.
Yes, mein Führer. A last-minute miracle can indeed happen, as it did with Frederick the Great.
Yes, it will. It is my destiny.
The more reason not to make a scorched earth of our fatherland, Führer. And soon we may become triumphant after all.
I do not permit you to question my orders, Speer.
Führer, I stand by my letter. In Berlin alone, 62% of the housing has been destroyed. In the heart of the city, right above our heads, the destruction is closer to 85%. no right at this stage of the war to carry out demolitions which would further affect the life of our people. Mein Führer, we must do everything to maintain, even if only in the most primitive manner, the basis for the existence of the nation.
If the war is lost, the German people are lost. With every inch Eisenhower advances beyond the Rhine, his troops will find desert, a wasteland. See that it's carried out, Speer.
Yes, mein Führer.
Brun. Ensure that my orders for total destruction are carried out to the letter by the army. To be fair, my Führer, you will both report to me regularly. If either of you depart from the truth, the slightest, I will know, and you'll pay with your heads.
Will you do it or lie?
I will lie. I will not make Germany uninhabitable for 100 years.
We must keep in closest touch. Keep our stories, as they say, straight.
I will do some demolition. Enough for pictures and reports to satisfy him. 10% at their most.
I must talk to the generals. Persuade them to cooperate. They know, of course, that the war is lost. They are still risking their necks. As the Red Army continues its relentless advance, the SS scramble westward in an attempt to surrender to the Americans. As they go, they take with them a large bag of resistance fighters and civilian hostages. They also loot and burn the farms and villages along the way.
Weiter! Liegen! Was hier? Aufstehen! Hoch! Weiter! Immer schön! Hände vorwärts! Hier durchfallen! Na schön! Weiter! Liegen! Hier! Aufstehen! Hoch! Du machst schon! Weiter! Das Ding macht schön!
Achtung! Wir gehen jetzt. Aber bevor wir gehen, zuerst noch für die heldenhaften deutschen Soldaten, die von euch, dem Abschaum der Tschechei, ermordet worden sind. Feuer!
Torturous journey comes to an end at the infamous Nazi death camp Auschwitz.
The escort to work us over. Emergency, 300 feet, down scope. Down, all hands, break for depth charge, on the double. I need my up angle!
Smash our dozing Western enemy!
Natalie's life is spared, but her uncle becomes a victim of the Nazis' final solution. As Hitler plunges deeper into insanity, Allied leaders plan for his final defeats.
His troops will find desert!
Beryl is killed trying to save Natalie's son,
Fire!
while Byron proves himself in combat.
Fire in, fire when ready!
And now,
as the American president is laid to rest, Winston Churchill rises in Parliament.
What an enviable death was his. He had brought his country through the worst of its perils and the heaviest of its toils. Victory had cast its sure and steady beam upon him. In the days of peace, he had broadened and stabilized the foundations of American life and union. In war, he had raised the strength, might, and glory of the great republic to a height never attained by any nation in history.
9 days later, April 22nd, 1945, the Red Army, including elements of the 1st Polish Division, smashes through the outer defenses of Berlin. By 2 p.m., the German capital is all but surrounded. And Adolf Hitler, the German warlord, who once bestrode Europe from the Atlantic to the Volga, has now been reduced to plotting grand strategies to relieve the beleaguered capital, with divisions, tank brigades, even whole armies that exist only in his fevered imagination.
What is going on? We have been trying to reach the Steiner army since yesterday. My patience is not limitless.
Telephone lines, my Führer, they keep breaking down.
If I do not hear from Steiner within 15 minutes, somebody will be shot.
Lieutenant General Hans Krebs, Adolf Hitler's latest chief of the General Staff.
Well? Unfortunately, mein Führer, it has been confirmed.
What has?
There can be no Steiner attack.
Everybody out! 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 Title! Bowman! Kranz! Jürgel! Stay! It is the end! Treachery, incompetence, cowardice! The end! The end! I shall do my trial! My decision is irrevocable!
Do not even say these words!
Betray! Double-cross the city surrounded by liars! I can no longer go on! I shall die in Berlin! The war is lost! 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 Stupid! Incompetent! Idiot! Lost! Lost! You stupid! Idiotic fool! You can't call yourself general! You idiot! Nincompoop! Swine! Oh. Treachery! Lies! Corruption! Everybody is against me!
Führer, if you lose faith, then indeed all is lost.
Baumann is right, mein Führer. However, it is not too late. If you will go immediately to Berchtesgaden, from the Alpine Redoubt, you can direct the final defense of our country.
No. Those who wish to go south may do so. I shall remain here in Berlin. And when the time comes, I shall shoot myself. My decision is irrevocable.
If we go, if you don't have your leadership staff with you, can you direct the war from here?
Goering will take over command down there.
Mein Führer, no soldier will fight for the Reichsmarschall.
Fight. There's precious little more fighting to be done. April 25th, 1945. At the town of Torgau, on the Elbe River, the Russians and the Americans meet at last in the heart of Germany. And finally, the last of the Nazi death camps are overrun. Dachau. Sachsenhausen. Flossenburg. Bergen-Belsen. Mauthausen. Ravensbrück. Nordhausen. To the end, the Germans continue to try to destroy the evidence of their crimes.
The hell is this? Sergeant, take a squad and check it out.
Yes, sir. Dolan, come on with me.
Yes, sir.
Kelly, grab your man. Come with me. Put 2 on the engine and have 2 on the other side.
Okay, so you 2 get on the engine, you 2 on the other side of the train.
Smell that? Let's get this thing open. Oh, my God. Damn crud. It's just gone over. Let's see if these other cars have any people in them. I'll get 2 up in there and I want to check them out.
We're in here.
Sergeant, look at this.
They've reached the Tiergarten, and and I've seen artillery fire from positions along the River Spree.
Yes, until we are squarely in the middle. As is our underground warrior.
But in heaven's name, Heinrich, why have I been sent for?
Why does he do anything? I gather it's some sort of new assignment. Anyway, Arun, I'm glad you're here. A breath of sanity is badly needed. Papers. It's been burning everything since the Göring and Himmler betrayals.
Betrayal?
You didn't know?
No, I've been with Dönitz at his headquarters in the north.
Göring wired an ultimatum from the Obersalzberg, saying it was time for him to take over full control of them, so that he might negotiate a peace with the Allies. Of course, that instantly got him arrested. That boy is kaput.
And Himmler?
This one the Führer found out about just tonight. From the BBC. Freie Heinrich has been secretly negotiating for peace with the West on its own. Through the Swedes. Now our leader's just wandering around down there, raving about the Jews. Let us go down into the asylum.
I do not understand her. Where is everyone?
Gone, scattered, every man for himself. Keidel and Jodl have already gone south. We are among the last. Frau Braun, Frau Goebbels.
Dr. Goebbels' children.
Goebbels moved in the whole family. He has decided they will all die with the Führer when the time comes.
All of them? Frau Braun also?
Oh, yes, the Todesengel.
Angel of death.
That's what the enlisted men called her. She came in about a week ago. She has decided to die with him, too. Well, see you at the midnight briefing. If we're both alive.
I've been surrounded from the onset by nothing but traitors, incompetents, and liars. I should have won this war. I did not make a single mistake. My plans were flawless. The army let me down. The party let me down. The German people let me down. You too have lied to me. Speer confessed the demolitions were never carried out. Oh, such sabotage of my orders. It's mutiny. And mutiny is a shot.
Mein Führer, I did only what I believed to be right. What I believed to be right for the German people.
Well, I pardoned Albert Speer because of his services to the Reich. And I spare you because, contrary to the nature of your whole damned breed, you have an loyal general. I now appoint you operations officer for the final defense of the Chancellery.
Yes, my dear.
Lord, soldier to soldier, I have a last request to make, as I give you this grave responsibility for the defense of the Citadel. I must, under no circumstances, be captured alive. I know there is not much time left, but should you feel the military situation to be such that we can no longer hold for more than 24 hours, you are to report this to me at once. This is a personal request. It is also an order. I understand. My life is out in your hands. Yes, of course.
And so, with the end almost upon him, Adolf Hitler begins the final decisions of his life. To prevent a last treachery by the duplicitous Himmler, he will have the cyanide capsules left for him by the Reichsfuhrer tested on his faithful dog, Blondie. Then, shortly after midnight, he formally marries his mistress, Eva Braun.
In diesem Falle bitte ich Sie, mit Ja zu antworten.
3 rote Rosen gab sie mir mit ihrer zarten Hand. Wenn sie welken, wenn sie welken,
Later that night, as he retires to his quarters to dictate his last will and testament, Adolf Hitler will state,
My wife and I choose to die in order to escape the shame of overthrow or capitulation. Moreover, we do not wish to fall into the hands of an enemy who requires a new spectacle organized by the Jews for the amusement of their hysterical masses. Therefore, it is my wish, our wish, to be burnt immediately on the spot where I have performed the greater part of my daily work in the service of my people.
It will be 4 a.m. before the supreme warlord finishes his political statement. It rambles from one subject to another. He appoints Admiral Dönitz to succeed him at the head of the new Reich government. He praises the common German soldier, and again curses the general staff for having betrayed him. But in the end, he will continue to hammer away at his one guiding obsession.
The Jews alone bear the responsibility, not only for the millions dead on the battlefield and in the bomb cities, but for their own fate, which they brought on themselves. They started the war. They caused misery and death to millions of Europe's Aryan peoples. Therefore, they had to pay. Though my means were far more humane than they deserved.
I demand all Germans, all National Socialist men be made
to the last, He is the fanatical, hate-filled street agitator. He is proud that he has never weakened. And above all, he will conclude,
I enjoin the leaders of the nation and those under them to uphold the racial laws to their full extent and to oppose mercilessly the universal whitener of all peoples, international jury.
And so, in these last words, Adolf Hitler proudly confirms that although he had many accomplices, it was he himself who brought about the final solution. The following day, April 30th, 10 a.m., advanced Russian units penetrate to the street next to the Chancellery, scant yards from the bunker. The end of the Third Reich can now be counted in hours.
Rom? Mein Führer. As previously instructed, I must now report that I am no longer able to guarantee that the battle-worn and exhausted troops who are still defending the Citadella are able to hold on for a further 24 hours. A final assault by a large number of tanks can be anticipated no later than dawn tomorrow morning, the first day of May. You will no doubt appreciate, mein Führer, the significance of this date for Russian soldiers.
Yes, I know.
That is all. Thank you. have escaped. But we are left behind. A nation which must pay for your crime, and it will pay heavily. Why? Why did we do it? Lay waste to a whole continent, and all in the name of a lunatic, hysterical despot. The question will, I imagine, be asked for 1,000 years.
Armand von Roon will be taken prisoner and serve 21 years in prison. Albert Speer will serve 21 years in prison. Joseph Goebbels will commit suicide. His wife will poison her 6 children and commit suicide. Heinrich Himmler will be captured by the British and commit suicide. Alfred Jodl and Wilhelm Keitel will be hanged. Hermann Goering will escape hanging by committing suicide. The Chancellery will fall on May 1st. Berlin will capitulate 2 days later. The final disposition of Adolf Hitler's charred remains is not certainly known to this day.
Yeah. Mail's here, Captain.
Oh, thanks, Jonesy.
Dear Briney, this letter is long overdue, but I thought I'd better have it out with you about Dad and Mom since you're so misinformed and wrong-headed that it's pitiful. We have an incredible father. He'll go to the grave without breathing a word against Mom. But your resentment of the divorce and his engagement to Pam Tudsbury is plain dumb. You don't know certain facts, and here they are. Do you remember Fred Kirby, the big, tall engineer you all met in Berlin?
That's all she'll take, Mr. Philby. Very well. Want me to go below and tell the skipper? No, thanks, George. I'll do it. Besides, I want to grab some coffee. Captain.
Skipper, is everything all right?
Yeah, everything's fine. What's up?
Well, we've all finished fueling and we're ready to cast off.
Good. I'll be topside in a few minutes. Oh, Tom.
Sir.
Would you see that this gets to the fleet post office in time for the next mainline mail?
Sure thing. Pretty important, eh?
Yeah, pretty important.
And to you, Pamela Tudsbury, take this man, Victor Henry, to be your lawfully wedded husband, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to have and to hold from this day forward, until death do you part.
I do.
The ring, Admiral Henry? I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride, Admiral.
Admiral Henry, sir. I was asked to deliver this from Admiral King's office.
Very well.
And congratulations, Admiral. Mrs. Henry.
Well, there's a memorable first.
Huh?
First time I've ever been called Mrs. Henry. I rather like it. What is it?
It seems I'm wanted at the White House.
Admiral Victor Henry to see you, Mr. President.
Well, Admiral Henry, buzz me the minute Mr. Burns arrives.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for dropping around, Henry.
Very pleased to meet you, Mr. President.
I needed naval aid, Admiral. Now, Harry Hopkins and Admiral Leahy have both recommended you. Would you like the job?
Very much, Mr. President.
You're hired. Well, that does our business. Sit down, Admiral. I wish all the transactions in this office were that simple. It's in the nature of things, Admiral, that the military and the President don't see eye to eye on lots of things. So let's get this straight right from the top. Who will you work for? Me or the Navy?
You're my commanding officer, sir.
Good enough.
However, if I should think you wrong in a disagreement with the Navy, I will tell you.
All right, that's what I want. Just remember that the military can be wrong, too. Very wrong. Say, what's the matter with those Russians, anyway? You had duty there. Why won't they stick to their agreements?
Well, sir, in my experience, they usually have.
Well, is that so? Well, you're dead wrong right there. Stalin agreed at Yalta to hold free elections in Poland. Now he's reneging on the deal. Churchill's up in arms about that, and so am I. I told Molotov how I felt about it last week. He said he'd never been talked to like that in his life. I said, you keep your agreements and you won't be talked to like that. Yes.
Mr. Burns is here, Mr. President.
Well, it's about time. All right, that's it. Duty calls, Admiral. I'm told you've just been married.
Yes, Mr. President.
I suppose you'll want a few weeks for your honeymoon.
I'm ready to report for duty right now, sir.
Well, very good. Sooner the better. Is your bride a Washington lady?
No, sir. An Englishwoman.
I look forward to meeting her.
Thanks, Mr. President.
Well, was it worth delaying our honeymoon? Victor?
He's putting me to work. This is naval aid.
Oh, Victor. You'll be here in Washington then.
He wants me to start immediately.
No honeymoon?
I'm afraid not. Not for a while, anyway.
In that case, Victor Henry, take me home. Take me home before your damn Navy gets any more ideas. I can't get used to seeing you like this. You look 30.
Well, I sure don't function like 30.
More?
Yeah. Good. You know what this reminds me of?
No, what?
That meal you scavenged up after I flew over Berlin in 41. Steak, salad, Chianti, and that wonderful bread you found. Called yourself a London alley cat, if I recall.
Well, it's not every London alley cat that lands herself an American admiral and naval aid to the president. Oh, damn. Hello. Yes. Yes, he is. Just a minute. It's Rhoda.
Yes, Ro, what is it? Wait a minute, let me get a pencil. Oh. No. Never mind. No, I'll take care of it from here. Of course. And I'll let you know.
What is it? Natalie Henry, German internee, hospitalized Army Facility Erfurt. Condition critical. Malnutrition, typhus, American Red Cross, Germany.
Yes, this is Admiral Victor Henry, naval aide to President Truman. I'd like to speak with the Surgeon General's office, please.
May 8th, 1945, VE Day. Victory in Europe. After almost 6 years of war, the guns have finally fallen silent across half the globe.
Our gratitude to our splendid allies.
Winston Churchill's message to his people is a simple one, almost the last before he falls from power.
The evildoers are now prostrate before us. God bless you all. This is your victory. We must now devote all our strength and resources to the completion of this great task, both at home and abroad. Advance, Britannia. Long live the cause of freedom. God save the King.
President Harry S. Truman addresses the American people.
This is a solemn but glorious hour. The flags of freedom fly all over Europe. I only wish that Franklin D. Roosevelt had lived to witness the day. Now we must turn our efforts to the great tasks ahead. First, to win the war in the Pacific, and then to win the peace.
Have one of these.
Great. Here's a tomato, man.
All right. We had some of this a while back, huh? No, operator. No, Mrs. Harrison Peters, Vauxhall Road. Yeah, Peters. Did you check information?
Hey, Captain, why don't you try giving your dad a call? Huh?
I don't know where he's stationed. No, just never mind, all right? Yeah, thank you.
Come on, Skipper. Look, there's the big doings down at the officers club tonight. You know, a real homecoming wingding. What do you say? Captain?
No, Tom, you go. I've got some business to take care of down at Comstock Tech.
Yes, sir. He requests to see the Admiral. Lieutenant Commander Henry? Yes, sir. You can go, sir. Thank you.
Henry, are you telling me that you're going over the head of my chief of operations on a personal matter and barging in here claiming the highest urgency?
Admiral, here it is. You may want to court-martial me for desertion, or you may not, but I'm going to see my wife and find my son if he's alive. Please give me orders to enable me to do this, sir. I've tried to serve. If I find my family and the war's still on, I'll fly back here and take an FM submarine into Tokyo Bay if you want me to.
You have one hell of a nerve, Henry. Whatever your personal hardship, I don't appreciate being told off like that.
Sorry, Admiral.
And I'll tell you another thing, young man. If your combat record wasn't just about the most outstanding one in the fleet, I'd see you in the brig.
Yes, sir.
Well, ascribe your insubordination to combat fatigue. Now, as it happens, I have a letter here from the CNO. Where the devil is it? Ah, here it is. Seems the CNO wants a team of experienced skippers to inspect captured U-boats in Germany. Preliminary reports show these boats to be better than ours.
Embarrassingly so. Well, the only way to get the real dope is to go out with those kraut skippers and operate them. You know any German, Henry?
Yes, sir, some.
Interested?
Admiral, I'd be so grateful.
Well, you have the operational background. You have to qualify your relief on the FM sonar first. A week of runs in the dummy fuel oil Molokai.
Sir, thank you. And God bless you.
Say, Byron,
Sir?
How did your FM sonar really perform out there?
Smooth as oil, sir. Got us through those Jap minefields, no sweat.
Greatest thing since canned beer.
Duty calls.
Is this it?
This is it. Hello, sir.
Well, hello, Simon. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
How's Madeline?
Fine, sir. How's it going?
Well, I expect the weather to break by 05:30. Oppenheimer and Fermi have been on a horn to meteorology all night.
Look pretty nervous.
Don't they, though? How about some coffee and a donut?
Certainly.
Peters? Groves? Coffee? You know Lieutenant Commander Anderson?
General? Anderson. You're infusing, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Will you tell me something? Is that contraption out there going to go off?
Oh, it'll go off, sir. I only hope it'll never be used.
If it works, it'll damn well be used.
If we don't have to invade Honshu, it'll save at least 500,000 American lives.
And even more Japanese.
General, what's the latest?
Weather's still lousy, Hobby. But I've given the word to go. We're rolling.
That's the best news I've heard all night. Could we have just a minute? Sam, you want to tell the General what you just told me? Excuse me.
Right.
General Peter.
Enrico. All right, Dr. Fermi, now there's a man with a strange sense of humor.
How's that?
They say he's actually taking bets as to whether this thing sets the atmosphere on fire and incinerates the earth. How about that?
General, nobody knows exactly what this thing will do. Not Oppenheimer, and not Fermi.
All observers will kneel in the bunkers, back to the blast. Close your eyes. Cover your eyes with your hands. Once you become aware of the blast flash, you may stand up and turn around. Shield your eyes at all times with the protective glasses provided to you.
0 minus 45 seconds. Automatic firing sequence engaged and counting.
0 minus 40 seconds. 0 minus 35 seconds.
0 minus 30 seconds. 0 minus 25 seconds.
0 minus 20 seconds. 0 minus 15 seconds. 0 minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
I am become death, the shatterer of worlds.